they administered it via a tranquilizer dart. So like a dart just basically with that dose of LSD in it. It sent him into a frenzy. He started running around just like breaking shit.
To listen to the full episode of the podcast, the links will be down below. Let's get into the video.
In the 1950s, I think it was, 1960s, when the CIA were obsessed with LSD,
Okay.
they...
When you say obsessed, like they didn't
they were obsessed with administering LSD to people in quite illegal studies. Like there was one instance where it was a CIA funded lab where they would just take people who thought they were insane and then just give them insane amounts of LSD, not for their own will.
Yeah.
Like there was one pregnant woman who was like taken into this facility and then given loads and loads of LSD to try and cure like her morning sickness or something.
Why would you test drugs on
or
us?
they'd say it was for like curing morning sickness, and it was just like because the CIA wanted to know if LSD could brainwash people. That was it.
Oh.
They wanted to see if the LSD had brainwashing potential and what they could do with that. So that's CIA for you.
God.
But are you giving in?
I'm giving in.
I'm
Continue the story, but for any of
give
the
in as
audio listeners,
Yeah.
it is very hot in that, and I've just taken it off.
God, I'm not a fan of that. But,
It was kind
yeah. Let me just my hair looks shit anyways. But yeah, so that's some of the stuff that happened with LSD. But one sort of suspectedly CIA funded project. I don't know if it was like it's not officially like yes, this was definitely funded by the CIA. But considering it was an LSD study in the 50s and the money came from somewhere undisclosed, it was the CIA.
Right.
And they administered LSD to an elephant at the San Diego Zoo called Tusco.
Okay.
And what they wanted to do is they wanted to see if LSD could administer something. I think it's called must. I think I'll call it must. I don't know the exact pronunciation. If I say musk, it just makes me sound like
Was this a type of acid?
A lisp. No, LSD is just acid is acid. It's just
okay.
LSD. But it shows how many drugs we do.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. God, we are avid drug doers.
Yeah. Avid drug men.
Yeah.
But musk is basically male elephants go through pretty much all of puberty. Like they do all of their hormonal development as 14-year-olds in about 2 months. Like we think of puberty, we go through it over quite a few years.
Yeah.
They do it all in about 2 months. Their eyes turn orange, like they look like Sith Lords, and they start secreting this weird black goo from their face.
Okay.
And they become insanely aggressive and insanely horny.
Okay.
That's about a 14-year-old elephant. And it will just like, if you go near an elephant during musk, like you just die. Like you will die.
Yeah.
But
sure. How big are elephants at that age? You say 14?
They're not. I don't know if they're fully grown. I think they're definitely mostly grown.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like they're not small elephants.
God, yeah,
but,
you would be.
But yeah, so what they wanted to do is they wanted to see if LSD had the ability to trigger musk in elephants,
Right.
Because then that might mean it has the ability to sort of trigger different states in people, But they wanted to make sure, because the elephants, they're bigger than humans, so they wanted to make sure that they would do it. So they didn't want to use too little LSD, because you definitely want to use too little LSD.
No, you can never have enough.
Never have enough. Yeah, no, there can't be too much. For a human to have a trip for about 6 to 12 hours, you need about 25 micrograms.
Right.
Not that much LSD. Very, very, very small. That's like 1/1000th of a paracetamol tablet's worth of LSD.
Okay.
That's how strong of a chemical it is. But they gave Tusco 260 milligrams, which is about the size of a paracetamol tablet. Elephants don't weigh that proportionally much more than they don't weigh 20,000 times more, than a human. But we gave Tusco that much more LSD, and so they administered it via a tranquilizer dart, so like a dart just basically with that dose of LSD in it, and it sent him into a frenzy. He started running around just like breaking shit. They thought he was going to die. So they tried injecting a barbiturate into him, which is a really, really sort of like punchy, really, really visceral anti-anxiety medication, and that sent him to sleep. But that also caused his the lining of his lungs to expand the same way an asthma attack would,
Right.
and it killed him.
God,
It
so
killed the poor elephant.
so we don't even know if he would have survived without that.
It's likely that, to be fair, that he would have survived his trip.
Right.
Like he might have been okay.
Yeah.
Might have.
Just let the homie ride it out, Just
like,
let
he would have
let him ride it out.
He would have been on a different plane of existence for a solid month, I reckon. Like that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But he would have probably tripped for a month. But or probably quite a while at least.
Right.
Yeah, so this poor elephant just got fully fucked over. But they thought that it was the acid that killed him, but it turned out it was the barbiturate that they injected afterwards to try and calm him down that fucked him over. But yeah, it just really, really cracked me up, this poor elephant. And that's what the CIA used to do in the 50s and probably till the 70s at least. They would just actually probably the 80s. Let's be realistic, the CIA, they'll do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know if you've seen the film Sicario before.
No.
Brilliant. It's such a good film, man.
Okay.
Such a good film. But it's about the CIA achieving Sicario, which is the idea that one drug cartel should control below Mexico, because then it's easier for America to manage.
Yeah.
So they literally it's about the CIA working with the Colombian cartel to destroy the Mexican cartel, but they get these two normal feds involved because the CIA can't operate under, I think it's a law that the CIA can't operate on on foreign soil without some due jurisdiction or some
mad
over.
Thing to make the narrative.
Yeah, so they fuck over these two police officers to sort of sign and say, yeah, we did everything by the book, even though the CIA do not do everything by the book in this film. But it just sort of points out how fucked of a establishment the CIA are. And just for me saying that and that going on the internet, I will probably have
might not be here next week.
I will be found dead under suspicious suicide circumstances.
Yeah.
And the handwriting on my death note will not be suicide note will not be my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe get we know now, guys, if we goes missing, we'll be looking out for you. But if the FBI want you dead, you're already dead.
Yeah.